It is not necessary to begin with a lot of money in order to become wealthy, as demonstrated by Clint Eastwood's journey to a fortune of $375 million. From acting in gritty westerns to becoming a successful director and even dabbling in politics, Clint's life narrative is full of unexpected turns, just like the action-packed movies he has acted in. Not only did he achieve great success as a Hollywood celebrity, but he also made astute business decisions that guided him in the establishment of a prosperous empire. Let's take a look at some of the most notable moments from his journey to fame and money. In 1930, Clint was born in San Francisco, and his family came from a very modest background. His family was not wealthy, and he did not have any ties in the Hollywood industry. Nonetheless, this did not prevent him from pursuing his goals of becoming a successful actor. The decade of the 1950s marked the beginning of his career as an actor, but it was the year 1971 that he made his debut in the film Dirty Harry that truly catapulted his career. Clint became a well-known figure throughout the world because of his role as Harry Callahan, the no-nonsense detective, and this was just the beginning. Clint was able to achieve fame and financial success as a result of his role, which put him on the map of Hollywood and gave him the opportunity to take control of his career in ways that the majority of performers can only dream of. When Clint was cast in the part of Rowdy Yates in the television series Rawhide for the first time in 1958, everything started to happen. In those early days, he made $750 every episode, which may sound like a lot, but even back then, it was a pretty small amount of money for an actor to make. His salary, however, increased in tandem with the show's growing popularity. As part of his severance contract, Clint was given a substantial compensation of $119,000 for each episode by the time Rawhide came to a conclusion. In 1964, Clint decided to take a chance on a film entitled A Fistful of Dollars, which was produced in Italy. Even though he was only paid $15,000 for the job, it was the one that sent him into the world of international stardom. The film, for a few dollars more, brought about an increase in his income to $50,000 once it was released. And by the time he starred in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly in 1966, he was already making a staggering sum of $250,000, which was a significant increase from his earlier days on Rawhide. During the same year, he also accepted a smaller role in Les Stregs, which is translated as The Witches, for an additional $20,000. However, it was evident that the majority of his wealth was derived from the phenomenal success of his westerns. Then, in 1968, a defining event occurred with the release of Hang 'Em High. When it came to this movie, Clint was able to negotiate a lucrative arrangement that not only brought him $400,000 up front, but also gave him a quarter of the film's total box office earnings. To add insult to injury, Universal Studios made him an offer of a contract worth $1 million. Approximately at the same time, Clint was awarded an additional $750,000 for his work on Where Eagles Dare. As a result of his meteoric rise in wages, he was able to enter the Hollywood big leagues, where he would remain for another few years. Clint was one of the most bankable stars in Hollywood by the time the 1970s and 1980s brought them around. His earnings continued to increase as he proceeded to act in successful films. For instance, he made a staggering $12 million with the film Every Which Way But Loose in the year 1978. As a result of his work for City Heat in 1984, he was awarded $5 million. After that, Clint began to pursue a career in directing and producing, which contributed to his growing wealth. Due to his role in the film In the Line of Fire, he earned $7 million in 1993. His real wealth, on the other hand, was growing at a rate that was quicker than ever before because of his astute business dealings, directorial positions, and movie office hits. Clint's passion for music always extended beyond the realm of film. He was able to play the boogie-woogie piano even when he was a little child. Additionally, in 1963, he recorded an album titled Cowboy Favorites, which was not widely known. Clint continued to play and even performed live at rodeos and fairs, earning up to $15,000 each show. Despite the fact that it did not convert him into a legendary musician, he continued to play. His son Kyle Eastwood, who grew up to become a jazz musician, inherited his father's passion for music and became a musician himself. Clint's influence was undeniably felt outside the confines of Hollywood, despite the fact that his iconic films were the source of his actual stardom. Clint's economic acumen extended beyond the realms of acting and directing alone. Over the course of the year 2021, he was involved in a court dispute that resulted in a substantial payout of $6.10 million. It was claimed that Clint had approved the CBD products that were being sold by a firm in Lithuania that had utilized his picture and likeness without his authorization. The false interviews and the piece that was designed to look like it came from the Today Show, where Clint was apparently praising CBD oil, were both fabricated by them. However, Clint was not going to have any of it. Taking them to court, he filed lawsuits against a number of different businesses, and he was successful. The court not only ordered the firm to pay him $6 million, but it also issued a permanent injunction to prevent any future abuse of his name. This decision was given without precedent. It is the stock market that has contributed a significant portion of Clint Eastwood's wealth. The majority of Clint's wealth, over $75 million, has been invested in the stock market during the course of his career. He has demonstrated that he is just as knowledgeable about finance as he is about acting by investing his money in some of the most successful firms in the world. His stock portfolio includes major corporations such as Apple, in which he has approximately $15 million worth of shares, ExxonMobil, in which he owns $8 million, and even Walmart, in which he has invested $4 million. Both Apple's expansion and Exxon's constant returns demonstrate that he is comfortable placing his bets on large companies that guarantee consistent profits. In addition, he has been an investor in MasterCard, McDonald's, Tesla, and Alphabet, the parent company of Google. His portfolio encompasses a wide variety of industries, ranging from technology to fast food and finance. Using a strategy that involves spreading out his investments helps him reduce risk, while yet maintaining the growth of his wealth. Pebble Beach Company, which is the owner of the renowned Pebble Beach golf links, as well as a few other high-end golf courses, hotels, and restaurants, was one of the investments that Clint made that proved to be extremely beneficial. In the year 1999, Clint purchased a part in the corporation, spending approximately $2 million for each share. He did so alongside other corporate magnates, such as the golf star Arnold Palmer, even though the entire investment made by the organization was $820 million. The results have been incredibly impressive. His investment has increased in value by a factor of 4 by the year 2020, when it was projected that each share would be worth between $8 and $9 million. In addition to equities, the majority of Clint's money is derived from his own production firm, which is called Paso Productions. Clint used a portion of the money he made from the success of his Dollars trilogy in 1967 to establish the company when it was first established. The name itself has a personal touch, demonstrating his profound connection to the land that he owns, and it was given to him in honor of Malpaso Creek, which is located on his property in Monterey County, California. In Clint's professional life, Paso Productions served as a significant stepping stone. In addition to his roles as an actor, he also served as a director and producer, and this gave him the ability to exercise control over the films he worked on. Not only did he earn money from acting fees, but he also made money from the entire process of filming, which meant he could choose the projects in which he believed. The majority of Clint's films, including critically acclaimed films such as Unforgiven, $1 Million Baby, Gran Torino, and American Sniper, have been produced by Malpaso during the course of his career. Clint was given the opportunity to explore a wide range of subject matter, from westerns and war dramas to thrillers and biopics, thanks to the company's support. The films Unforgiven and $1 Million Baby earned him 2 Academy Awards, and he has directed more than 30 films. The fact that he has contributed to a large number of successful projects through Malpaso ensures that the company continues to be a reliable source of revenue, and the worth of the company continues to increase with each new hit that he produces. The amount of real estate that Clint has is rather amazing. He is the owner of a number of properties, each of which has specific characteristics and a large worth. The fact that he has made investments in real estate ranging from California and Idaho to Hawaii demonstrates his preference for residences that are both aesthetically pleasing and luxuriously comfortable. The estate that he owns in Carmel by the Sea, California, is one of the most notable properties that he has. This magnificent home, which was constructed when Clint was 80 years old, has a total area of 15,949 square feet and is estimated to be worth over $20 million. It is a reflection of Clint's love for nature and his attention to detail in every area, and it looks out over the Pacific Ocean, which is absolutely breathtaking. Paul McLean, an architect, was responsible for the design of Clint's home in Bel Air, which is located in the Los Angeles area. This 6-story, 136-square-foot mansion, which is estimated to be worth over $30 million, combines elegance with beautiful views of the city. The city of Bel Air is well known for its luxurious lifestyle, and this property is a perfect example of how it may be incorporated into Clint's collection. Additionally, Clint is the owner of Rising River Ranch, which is located close to Paso, California. This property, which spans 1,067.50 acres, offers him a tranquil hideaway that is surrounded by natural beauty, allowing him to get away from the hustle and bustle of Hollywood. The ranch that he owns has a huge expanse of open space and is ideal for someone who values tranquility, privacy, and a touch of the wild. In addition to the state of California, Clint possesses residences in other states, one of which being a 5,700-square-foot property located in Sun Valley, Idaho. With breathtaking vistas of the surrounding mountains and forests, this home is situated on a land area of 12 acres. Even in the film Bus Stop, which was released in 1956 and starred Marilyn Monroe, it was featured. A property that demonstrates Clint's admiration for homes that have character and history, this one is currently available for sale at $16 million. Clint is the owner of a 1.50-acre coastal property on the island of Maui, which is located in Hawaii. Considering the beaches and verdant landscapes of Hawaii, this property is not only valuable but also an ideal location for a holiday. There is no question that someone like Clint would be interested in acquiring a piece of paradise. It is also important to note that Clint has a large investment in Pebble Beach golf links. It is not just a real estate investment. This is much more than that. Being able to make a profit from one of the most well-known golf courses in the world is made possible by this business maneuver. A total of $20 million was invested in the Pebble Beach company by Eastwood and his business associates simultaneously. As of right now, it is estimated that each of their shares is worth more than $8 million. Classic automobiles are one of Clint's interests, and he has amassed a collection that is almost as amazing as his career in the film industry. It is clear that Clint has a passion for strong and fashionable automobiles, as evidenced by the fact that each vehicle in his collection is a one-of-a-kind piece of automotive history. It is possible that the 1972 Ford Gran Torino, which was featured in his film Gran Torino, is his most well-known automobile. Clint added this legendary automobile to his collection after the filming was finished. Its powerful engine and green appearance make it a classic example of the muscle cars that were popular in the United States. One of the collectibles that Clint has in his collection is a 1966 Ferrari 275 GTB, which is a rare automobile that he was given as a present for his role in The Witches. Due to the fact that it is equipped with a potent V12 engine and has a value of over $1.70 million, this Ferrari is highly sought after by automotive enthusiasts and collectors alike. His 1974 Ferrari 365 GT4 Berlinetta Boxer, which is estimated to be worth over $475,000, is another vehicle that stands out. In addition to its powerful performance, this automobile, which was designed by Pininfarina and is known for its elegant appearance, exemplifies Clint's enthusiasm for Italian engineering and classic sports vehicles. The majority of Clint's automobiles are not sporty vehicles. He also owns a convertible 1955 Cadillac Eldorado Series 62, which is estimated to be worth over $125,000. The beauty and flair of the 1950s are reflected in this magnificent classic car, which features a powerful V8 engine and a sumptuous design at the same time. Due to the fact that Clint purchased this Cadillac after he had already tied the knot with his first wife, Maggie Johnson, it is a unique addition to his collection. Other noteworthy automobiles include a 1937 Lincoln K-Series convertible and a 1977 Pontiac Special Edition Trans Am. The the latter of which is well known for the golden Firebird decal that it sported. His 1966 Morris Mini Countryman Cooper S, which is estimated to be worth approximately $30,000, is a one-of-a-kind piece that imbues his American heavy collection with a touch of British allure. A rare 1993 GMC Typhoon, a high-performance SUV, and a 2014 Fiat 500e, an electric car, are two examples of current additions to Clint's collection of antique automobiles for his collection. Through his ownership of the Mission Ranch Hotel and restaurant in Carmel by the Sea, Clint is able to combine his passions for real estate and history. During the 1980s, there was a possibility that this historic property would be demolished and replaced with condominium properties. After stepping in, Clint purchased the property and brought it back to its previous grandeur. In modern times, it has been transformed into a picturesque resort that features 31 rooms, a restaurant located on the premises, and even a flock of sheep that grazes on the open fields of the property. In the case of Clint Eastwood, it is patently obvious that he has established a legacy that encompasses his family, the philanthropic work he has done, and the enduring impact he has had in the film industry. Now that he is entering his later years, supporters and the general public are eager about who will inherit his fortune and how he intends to pass on the wealth that he has painstakingly accumulated into the future. Due to the fact that Clint Eastwood has a wide and varied family, it is possible that his estate will be divided in a number of different ways. Clint's family comprises actors, musicians, and creatives, some of whom followed him into the entertainment industry. He has 8 children, and his children are Lori, Kimber, Kyle, Allison, Scott, Catherine, Francesca, and Morgan. Despite the fact that some of his children are more prominent than others, it is evident that Clint places a great deal of importance on his family. He has developed bonds with every one of his children. It is possible that his legacy may naturally tilt toward providing for them in a manner that provides them with the means to continue living comfortably or to pursue their pursuits. There are rumors that Clint's estate plan may include financial assistance for his children's endeavors, regardless of whether they choose to pursue careers in acting, music, or other fields. Each of his children possesses a distinct set of skills that they bring to the table. In particular, Allison and Scott are already well known for their acting careers, and it is possible that they may carry on Clint's legacy in the entertainment industry. The children of Clint may inherit either directly or through trusts that would assure they got a portion of his money over a period of time, so contributing to the preservation of the value of his inheritance. The management of a celebrity estate is not an easy task, particularly when dealing with a person of such a prominent reputation as Clint Eastwood. It is common for celebrities to encounter unique difficulties due to the fact that their estates are frequently quite vast, complicated, and in the public eye. In order to guarantee that everything goes off without a hitch, it is highly possible that Clint has a group of legal and financial consultants who have crafted a comprehensive estate plan for him. The use of a combination of wills and trusts is common in estate planning for high net worth persons. This is done to ensure that assets are distributed precisely where they are intended to go, while also providing the additional benefit of keeping matters quiet and out of court. Although there are no state inheritance taxes that apply to estates in the state of California, where Clint resides, there is still the possibility that federal estate taxes will be applicable. It is also possible for a will to assist and avert family disagreements by providing clarity of Clint's intentions in advance. In particular, trusts are beneficial for celebrities because they allow heirs to obtain their inheritance in a more direct manner and avoid the lengthy and public process of probate, which can be a time-consuming and public process. Through the use of trusts, Clint's fortune can be divided in a manner that is both private and less likely to result in disagreements among his family members. Because Clint has chosen to keep a significant portion of his life secret, the way in which his estate is handled may have an effect on how he is remembered. There is always the possibility that the focus of the media can result in misunderstandings or rumors, but having an estate plan that is both explicit and well thought out can help people avoid the majority of these problems. The media also has a tendency to focus on the dynamics of celebrity families, frequently looking for drama or conflict. However, Clint's tight ties with his children may help lessen the amount of speculation that is associated with these kinds of situations. On the other side, Clint's family might be protected from unwarranted public scrutiny if his estate plan were to be managed in a private manner through trusts and other mechanisms. There are several examples of celebrity estates that have had difficulties due to the absence of clear plans regarding their future. Consider the case of Aretha Franklin and Prince, for example. All of them had well-organized wills that were well-organized, which resulted in family disagreements that took years to resolve. The legal fees consumed a portion of the estates, and the public disputes dragged on for an extended period of time, which not only caused harm to the families, but also reduced the value of the estate. On the other hand, Michael Jackson's estate was also confronted with difficulties. Nonetheless, the use of trusts by Jackson enabled him to keep a significant portion of his assets private and under control. It is highly possible that Clint Eastwood gained knowledge from these examples, which highlighted the significance of having a well-prepared estate plan that safeguards his family and reduces the likelihood of messy public fights. Over the course of his career, Clint Eastwood has consistently shown his support for various charity causes. Through his support of charitable organizations such as the Monterey Peninsula Foundation, he has demonstrated his enthusiasm for the fields of education, veteran care, and environmental conservation. This group, which is responsible for organizing the annual A-Tan-T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, is dedicated to raising money for charitable organizations located all around Monterey County. Because of the influence that Clint's continued support for philanthropic causes has had, it would not be surprising if he included charitable bequests in his estate plan. A great number of famous people make use of their estates to continue contributing, and in some cases, they even establish their very own charitable foundations. It is possible that Clint intends to give a portion of his wealth to charitable organizations that promote causes that are important to him. This kind of giving can ensure that his legacy extends beyond his family and continues to make a difference in the world, regardless of whether he chooses to give money to charitable organizations or to form a foundation. How Clint Eastwood organizes his will and estate will in the end determine how he is remembered by future generations. The fact that a significant percentage of his inheritance is donated to charitable organizations will highlight his dedication to philanthropy and may even contribute to the enhancement of his public legacy. It is possible that people may come to consider him not only as a prominent donor, but also as a Hollywood icon for a long time. The inclusion of meaningful bequests to his children and other members of his family in his will may also allow him to underscore the importance of family bonds. These measures would not only highlight the significance of personal ties in Clint's life, but they would also recognize the beliefs that he brought to the table regarding family. It is possible that members of Clint Eastwood's family will manage his riches, but it is also likely that he will leave sections of his wealth in trusts that are intended to assist particular causes or goals. Managing wealth in a manner that encourages long-term growth rather than immediate expenditure can be facilitated through the establishment of trusts, for example, which can be used to guarantee that the family will receive financial assistance over a period of time. Because trusts are adaptable and may be fashioned to fulfill his specific desires, Clint is able to exercise control over the manner in which his legacy is carried out. Clint may leave instructions for his riches to be used in ways that are congruent with his principles if he utilized trusts throughout his life. Trusts make it possible for him to manage his fortune in accordance with his desires, whether it be to provide financial assistance to charity organizations, to invest in the arts, or to support the professional endeavors of his children. It is possible that Clint's offspring, many of whom are working in the arts and entertainment business, will inherit some of his enthusiasm for creative endeavors. They may use their inheritance to finance films, music, or other endeavors that extend Clint's influence in the industry. A legacy that is founded on decades of work in Hollywood, ties with family, and significant gifts to charitable organizations is what Clint Eastwood has left behind. Even though it is a private document, his estate plan will most likely represent these principles. It may be easier to prevent disagreements and make certain that his wealth is utilized in the manner that he intended if he has made explicit arrangements for his family and the charities that he has chosen. Not only will the decisions that Clint takes concerning his estate have an enduring impact on his family, but they will also have an impact on the entire planet. As a result of his continued commitment to charitable work and his support of his children's endeavors, Clint's legacy is destined to extend far beyond the scope of his professional life. Not only has he already made an indelible stamp on the annals of film history, but the choices he makes about his estate may further solidify his influence on subsequent generations, both inside and beyond his family. Over the course of many years to come, his legacy of brilliance, hard work, and kindness will be recognized and will continue to shape his story.